Hello, my name is Samantha Kim, and I will be showing and explaining the clay process. The clay process is wet clay, leather hard, bone dry, bisque fire, bisque wear, glaze, and then glaze fire. You first get a wet clay, and it is called a wet clay because it is obviously wet, very wet. This clay is made with ceramics. Now start wedging the clay by hitting it or pushing it on the ground. Make it into a circle with your hands and use your thumb to make a hole in the bowl. This is called pinching. It is a method of making a pot by pinching around the bowl of clay. When you think the clay is too dry, then put some water on it. When you want the bowl higher, make a coil like this and score it with a fork. Scoring is joins two pieces of clay, making incisions or marks with a pointed tool, needle or fork across the edges to be joined. After you score the two sides, you use wet clay like this, called a slip. It is very watery clay or watered down clay, and put it on the scored parts. When you're done with this, put it on top. And smooth the sides together. When you're done smoothing these out with your fingers, it will become something like this overall. If you want to make it higher, make more coils, and using slip, score, make it higher. When this dries, it will become leather hard, like this. It is clay that is particularly dry and still damp, firm, and easily carved. In this kind of clay, you can carve easily with either forks, knives, and different kinds of art tools. Next, when the carving is all done, then when it dries again, it will become bone dry. It is clay that is very dry and ready to be fired the first time. It is very breakable. Then it first is fired in a kiln, an oven for firing pottery at very high temperatures, and it goes into a bisque fire, the first firing of a ceramic piece, leaving the piece ready to be glazed. Then when it gets out of the kiln, It is called a bisqueware when it's cold down. It is unglazed and a fired clay. Then you can start glazing. Glazing is part of a process, and it's a thin coat of liquid minerals that will melt and turn into glass on clay when fired to high temperatures. Then when it gets out of the fire, after it is glazed, it becomes something like this overall. So it is wet clay, leather hard, bone dry, bisqueware, then glaze fire, and then after glaze fire, it is the pot. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye.